Hey guys, Shane from Jaggs Journeys back again for another live catch up with you guys. And again, thanks for supporting my channel. Greatly appreciated. Appreciate you guys taking time out on your busy schedules to join me on the live. All right, I'm just going to wait for a few people to jump on. I'm a little bit early tonight, so a few minutes early. Hi to those that have already jumped on. Feel free to say hi. I can see you. Yeah. Fuel Raider, you're very, very generous, Fuel Raider. Thank you so much for jumping on and obviously supporting the channel through the super chat there. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been having a good week. Just working like everybody else, but weekend was great. Did Comic-Con. Hopefully you've seen the video. That was pretty good. Quite enjoyed that one. Yeah, so it's pretty good. But yeah, just again, I really appreciate you jumping on and being so generous for supporting the channel. Greatly appreciated. And thank you so much. What have we got there? We got everyone saying hi. Hey, thanks everyone for jumping on. Excuse me. A lot of regulars on there. Thank you all for your commitment. I appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. Geez, it's funny having all these people on. I can free. How good is that? Unless you want to be generous like Fuel Radar there and many others who support the channel, and that's always greatly appreciated as well. So yeah, so we got now about 30 on there now jumping on. So yeah, welcome, and if anyone on here is new, a lot of the names look familiar. So, but if there is anyone new, thanks for jumping on to my live stream. I do this every second Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. Just here from the studio. We chat theme parks, attractions, what's happening, events, anything like that. You can ask questions. Has to stay on topic, of course. And this is moderated by a moderator as well. So the chats are all moderated through the whole entire live every time we're on. But just want to say a big thanks to everyone for taking time out of your busy Wednesday or busy week and Wednesday nights for chatting to me. So it's appreciated. All right. So a big hello to everyone who's saying hi. I can't go through all the names, but thanks to everyone who's saying hi there. And again, all the regulars, muchly appreciated. Aston just mentioned about his favorite walking track was, I'm guessing, is that the Burley one that caught fire last night? Terrible thing to happen or for someone to do. A lot of people use that walking track at Burley Heads there. That's just devastating to hear that or to see that last night. So yeah, not good. Be a few weeks before that's reopened, I believe. So yeah, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. As usual, got to get the dinner in real quick before I jump on. All right, so we've got a few things to chat about. Obviously, there's lots happening around the parks and all that kind of thing. And then obviously we'll jump into some of your comments as well. Remember to keep it on topic. And yeah, we'll go from there. Let's have a look. Okay. And again, the comments do go pretty fast sometimes. So if I miss it, apologies for that. But yeah, anyway, so I guess I'll start off with a couple of comments we got here. Zoe saying, I saw you at Movie World a couple of weeks ago. I saw you walk around, but you didn't say hi to me. Apologies for that. Sometimes I do meet a lot of people as well, and I walk past people that I know very well, and I don't even see them sometimes. So, you know, I'm in my zone. I'm in my head. I'm going, okay, I got to go here next. I got to film this. This is what I'm going to do. So apologies for that. But hey, if you see me, come up and say hi. Obviously, not a problem at all. If it's a night event, it'll have to be a very quick hello because night events are short and I got a lot to film. So I don't have a lot of time to I'm always happy to stop and say hi. Always, always. But yeah, the night events we have to be a quick hello. But yeah, if you see me during the day, during the park, say hello for sure. Okay, Ryder. Hey, Ryder. He was here at Movable today. Hope you had a good day. Princess Matter. Yeah. Hope you're doing well and on recovery. Pam, is King Claw testing full height? Yes, it is. I did post something on that they posted or reposted on Instagram story of it going during the day. It's been testing at night and during the day as well now. It's full height now, and it's pretty crazy. It doesn't go the full way around, obviously, but it goes really high, and you'll certainly feel upside down and get airtime up there. It's going to be unreal. So, yeah, they're into testing now. Still a lot of work to be done around the theming, I guess, all around the base area, I guess, of the ride, landscaping, theming, signage, all that kind of thing. Still a lot to go there. They are testing, so essentially they're not commissioning the ride yet; they're testing. So they're, some excuse me. Sometimes they'll just do like half swings or a little bit of a swing, and then, then it will do a full. So they test all those things, and then once it's ready to go, like they've tweaked everything, then it gets commissioned, staff training, all that kind of thing. So realistically, it will. Well, they're saying late 2025 or I think December even, but I reckon it could be November. Could be November that we see that opening. Nothing's been announced yet, so we'll have to see. I haven't checked any social media today or tonight since I've been home. So I don't know if anything's been announced or anything new has come up. Let me know if you've seen anything. That'd be cool. But yeah, King Claw is certainly coming along. It's amazing. And again, everything that Dreamworld's doing, it's just quick. Everything's done, but they're not skipping stuff. It's just they're efficient. They're using the right people to get this stuff done efficiently and effectively, quickly, to lessen the impact on the park and the guests in the park. So yeah. Hey, Family Odyssey 22. Thanks for jumping on. So thanks everybody for jumping on as well. This. All right. Okay, we've got some more comments here. We'll just run through some comments and we'll run through what else is happening. But yeah, it's really cool to see King Claw progressing so quickly. Ryder's saying he hasn't seen too many new things today. So thanks, mate. Thanks for that. Hey, Brandon. Thanks for jumping on. Aston, he goes on the walking track at Burleigh on their family holidays. Let's have a look. Jamie. Hey, Jamie. Who is going to get their first? Who is going to get there first with the opening attractions? Movie World with Scooby Doo or Dream World with King Claw? My money's on Dream World. I'd probably be with you on that. Movie World's already announced that Scooby Doo will be December. I'm thinking early to mid December. That's probably what I'm thinking because they would want to have it going with guests and everything before the absolute peak hits, which is like Boxing Day. So they would run it a little bit before that, definitely. So, and I think King Claw would probably. I reckon it could even be running ahead of schedule, but I reckon that could be November. I think we'll see King Claw in November. My just speculation. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see. What else we got? Wet and Wild's been busy. Yeah, it was. Today was hot. 28 or something here in in the Gold Coast. Sorry, messages come through and everything. Okay, that's cool. It's a very hot day today, so I would imagine. I mean, it's not. I think some schools might be off already, maybe private schools. I'm not sure, but where was I today? I was sort of like I'm a rep, so I was all over the Gold Coast today. Actually, normally I'm in Brisbane, but so it didn't seem too busy around the Gold Coast. But I was more Canberra Mountain, sort of down through Robina kind of area today, Madrabar. So yeah, it was kind of not too busy around there, really. I guess though, if there's people on holidays, the parks, water parks, probably were really busy. Zoe says she's excited about the new Hollywood stunt driver show. Yes, so absolutely. I mean, this has been announced that, it's definitely happening. So the current show, finally, it's again like it's a good show, but it's kind of not Hollywood, right? The guys do an amazing job, but definitely needs a reset. So I think it'll really pump the team up that do stunt driver as well. So and they're going to hire new people as well, new actors, and that's not to replace the guys there. That's because they're adding more to this. It's going to be, I reckon, this is going to be something like the Police Academy show, again with stunt people falling off buildings and maybe some kind of explosions and things. I think it's going to be really next level. I'm hoping for that, and I think we all are. So it's super exciting, and I don't know. Look, I know years gone by when they've finished one show and started the next show, depending on how much work has to go into the set, it could be down for quite a few months. Now, I believe the last show is going to be basically after the school holiday. So maybe that last week of the school holidays. So that'll be the last stunt show on one of those days. And then they'll be literally straight into re-theming, I guess, that set to whatever the new show will be. So no doubt we'll have to see an announcement really soon as well on what it will be. And that's going to be exciting. However, these things can take a little longer than just a couple of months. So, we don't know. I'm hoping, and I think it would make sense if they had something open for Boxing Day. That's another massive draw card for Movie World holidays. Scooby's open, new stunt show, Zoom Zone opening at Wet and Wild. The new slides there where the old Aqua Loop racer was. So there's these things happening for them. And SeaWorld, I don't know. I don't think there's anything to SeaWorld. But anyway, there's some cool things happening this side of the highway, essentially for Village Roadshow. So it should be a really good summer peak period for them. And obviously Dreamworld, they got Big Brother happening. They got King Claw. I tell you what, lots going on. Fantastic. And obviously the new animal area. Lots of cool things. And in between all that, we've got Halloween events. So, which I'm really looking forward to as well. So lots going on, which is really cool. But yeah, so he's right. Definitely can't wait for that stunt show. It's gonna be awesome. Is King Claw supposed to spin around as well? No, it's not designed to go full 360. That one is only designed to go up high and then back the other way. So no, it will not do a full 360. It's not designed to do it. That one. Yeah. Let me see. Ryder's saying it was pretty good day at Movie World today. He had to walk there though. It would have been hot walking in the heat today. Aston reckons King Claw is going to open next month in October. Well, that's a possibility. It is definitely a possibility. End of October? I don't know. Yeah, maybe for their Halloween events it might be open. You never know. You never know. I tell you what, we don't know. You just don't know. All right. I'm just getting photos sent through from one of my followers and subscribers. Always appreciate photos, guys. So if you're at the parks during the week, and you see something new or something that's, construction that's been completed, or new signage for a new attraction, like anything new and exciting, feel free to send it through, and let me know that if I'm okay to post it. And obviously I'll put on there you've supplied the photo, put your Instagram handle on there. So yeah, just had some photos come through for Zoom Zone. Yeah, it still definitely looks like it would be a December open. Still a lot of work to do on Zoom Zone at Wet and Wild. Of course, Whitewater World opened last Saturday. Now, normally I do an opening video for that, but I was at Comic-Con last weekend, and to be honest, there was no new attraction to highlight, essentially. So hence why, if you remember, 4 weeks ago, I did a shorts video highlighting that the Whitewater World will be back open again on the Saturday, the 13th of September. So that's what I decided to do this time around, because I knew I was going to Comic-Con. Now, if you haven't already seen my Comic-Con video, feel free to check it out. Even if you're not into that stuff, it's not. I try to make my videos fun, upbeat, different sort of thing, so it's not sort of boring if you're not into it. So hopefully, it's entertainment, right? So hopefully you get something out of it. And it's not even a long video, that one, maybe under 20 minutes, so it's easy to watch. And again, appreciate the support. I'll just make a mention here too. I did make a post on this, but when you watch the videos and like the video, because obviously when you like the videos, that does help YouTube recognize people are enjoying the video. Also, when you make a comment, it also acknowledges that people are engaging with the video. And as you know, I will 99.99% always reply back, or acknowledge you at least, your comments and things. But there's a new button now called hype, so where you can hype the video, and what that does, it gives it points, and helps YouTube. If everyone's going pushing the hype for Jaggs Journeys, YouTube's gonna go, hey, people want to hype the video up, and then they'll help push my video to some to the universe, to the YouTube universe, as well. So that's always appreciated. Again, it doesn't cost. It's no cost involved to you guys. It's all free, of course. But yeah, it's appreciated. So don't forget to like and hype the videos as well. Really appreciate that. You heard it here first on Jaggs Journeys. All right. Who's excited for Halloween? I'll tell you what, I'm excited for Halloween events. Fright Nights is certainly one we're very excited for, because 2 new mazes. So we're really excited to see what's happening with that. And again, I mean, whilst I was looking forward to maybe an IP like a Halloween or a Friday the 13th or a Nightmare on Elm Street, I know that costs a lot of money to do. However, my favorite maze in the last couple of years has been Death Row, which was one of Movie World's own creations. So they do a good job of their own. It doesn't have to be an IP. I guess an IP is great because it's like you feel like you're in the movie, you recognize things. But I'm excited for both the new mazes. Well, all the mazes. So hopefully they've also tried to make the other ones a little bit better, or added anything new or whatever. That'd be really exciting. So full on night for me. So obviously filming everything, getting around the whole event. If you do see me, happy to say hi and all that. Quick photo, then got to keep running, got to keep going. Too much to get done on those nights, and it's expensive. So I've only got the night to do the video. So yeah. LB Games are asking how to hype. So when I release a video, and then you hit the like button, there's also now a hype. It's just hype. So I think actually, if you look at my Instagram post today, I think I did it today. It might have been last night actually. I did it last night. I might have scheduled it for today, but let me just bring it up. Okay. So I put an example in when I posted the video today. Okay, let me find it. Okay, here it is. So when you see, now this might not be very clear. Check out my Instagram post. It's the better one. So that's just the latest video, and it's probably not going to be very clear. But essentially, there is where the arrow starts at the small end of the arrow. It actually says hype. So you press that, and then that it says about points comes up, and then another little button comes up that you press to activate those points. It doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, it's just all there when you. Now it's only on new videos, so you can't go back to all the old videos. So it's only just happened. So new videos, and you've only got 7 days to do it. Okay, so it's got to be within the first 7 days that I release a new video that you can hype it. And hey, look, like we're talking a couple of weeks ago, a couple of people saying we want you to get to 100K, and I want to get to 100K, of course, but it's hard when my content's kind of limited due to time restraints. So this is also a way to help YouTube push my content out as well. So and all you got to do is just, when you're hitting the like, just hit the hype, and then press when it comes up the points, just press it, and it allocates points. It's nothing, no cost to you. Important to note. So yeah, that's all you got to do. So I appreciate it, and it'll help me out a lot. So thanks everyone for. Don't believe the hype. Actually, believe the hype. So yeah, appreciate it. All right, let's get back to some comments. Probably missed some because this is just going ooh scar. So I gotta look. If I've missed the comments, no intentions, of course. Okay, apologies if I have. It's just hard when all the comments start rolling through so fast, and then they literally roll up the screen and disappear on me too far, and then I can't remember where I was at. So Brandon's saying, oh no, sorry, I got a couple of comments before then. SMT official, I'm so confused with the rides that are going to be open for Fright Nights. Yeah, well, I think if you probably the easiest thing to do would be on the night, just check the app. So Wild West Falls, I believe, is going to be open. Superman won't be because it's down. Flash, I think, is still down, I think, from my understanding. So you'll probably have, I don't know, Wizard of Oz? I guess. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Wizard of Oz will be open. I'm thinking it would be. I'm thinking it definitely would be. Yeah, that would have to be open. And of course, Batwing, Green Lantern, DC Rivals. Maybe not the kids area. Maybe that might be. Yeah, I don't know. Some years they close off that at the kids area and don't have anything down that way. So kind of doesn't tie into the Fright Nights theme. So yeah, check it on the night. But definitely Wild West Falls. Hopefully it will be good. Brandon says, from the footage I've seen of King Claw testing, it doesn't look like the seats spin yet. Only the pendulum. Yeah, you're right. I noticed that too, actually, Brandon. So yeah, I would say they would have to spin, I think. But if not, well, that's all right. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that model. But yeah, right. They could be just testing that first, and then they activate that part of the ride. And might be a whole nother part to it, that they need to try and get right. Okay. Everyone's saying hi. Hey, Matt. Hi, LB Games. Everyone's saying hi. How's it going? Rod is saying it's been 3 years today since he's started visiting Movie World consistently. There you go. Happy anniversary. That's awesome. Bright Light says the difference being on top. I can't talk. I'm not sure. Toxic. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, sorry. That's another version of that ride, isn't it? I think. You get wet on one of the rides, but not this one. Yeah, you won't get wet unless it's raining. You will get wet, I'd imagine. Okay, Zoe. Thanks so much, Jaggs Journeys, for doing this live stream. Hey, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. I've been really sad today because my parents are going on a 6-week holiday now without you. What? That's not good. Well, I hope they have a great time anyway. But no, that's cool. I appreciate you jumping on and joining the live. Everyone, awesome little community we got here, and I appreciate everyone. Yeah, it's good. I really look forward to these live chats as well every single fortnight. So thank you all. Thank you all. What have we got here? Is it hello from Melbourne? Hello, Aston. Oh, sorry, Anton. Hey, mate. 3 more weeks till your GC trip. Can't wait for Fright Nights and happy Halloweens. Absolutely. It should be good. It should be awesome. Bryla's just saying that the Toxicator, that's the other version of that. I'm not sure what park that's in, actually. It was open within 2 months of its construction. Don't forget, we had to pull the old ride down first. I don't know if they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Not sure. Ryder's saying that at Movie World today, the Flight of the Wicked Witch was a walk-on. Walrus Falls was quite busy, obviously, because it was a hot day. Everyone wants to get cooled down. Absolutely. Kansas Twister was closed at one point in the afternoon. That's disappointing, wasn't it? How about seeing K-pop Demon Hunters? I don't watch it, but I actually have seen. I think maybe an episode. Yeah, just so I know what it's all about. Well, not that I know it all, but I just so I can. Someone says, "Have you seen it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen it." I did an English writing about Movie World, and I think it is amazing. There you go. I think Movie World was in the early days when they had less coasters, more family or themed dark rides and shows and things. I feel it was better then, but everyone's different. Everyone likes different things. Is it Kara says I really want to go to Wet and Wild, but Kelly won't let me go with Renee because I don't know who those people are. Sorry, it needs to be in the planner. Okay. Oh yeah. So okay, I got what you're saying. So yeah, so it's got to be in the planner, and you got to make sure you make time to go there, and that everyone can get there with you. No worries. Well, you'll get there. It's open all year round. Don't forget that park. So, hey Matt, thanks for jumping on. Short catch up. No worries. Thank you, mate. Bright Lights. It's going to take 6 months. So this is the stunt show. It's going to take 6 months. So that's what I thought, because when they changed from the last stunt show to the one currently, I remember that was down for quite a period of time. So yeah, probably about the same amount of time. So there you go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. So there's new stunt actors. There'll be changes to the set. There'll be a whole lot of stuff going on there. So could be 6 months. We'll have to wait and see. Princess Matter, my plans for the future, traveling. Everyone loves traveling. I tell you, I've been fortunate enough to do a little bit of traveling this year, even last year, overseas, and I think a lot of people say, "Oh, can't afford it, won't get there." Or you know what? The flights are getting cheaper. You can pay stuff off. You can find, I don't actually recommend going through travel agents, because you can do it cheaper yourself online. Just do some research. Ask people that have been to those places. What do I need? Do I need a visa? Well, you can ask the travel agent those questions. Ring them up. Do I need a visa to go here, there, everywhere? But it's all online. If you just Google it, you'll find everything out you need to know. And just work out, okay, how much it's going to cost, and then if you go, okay, I've got $30 a week I can spend or whatever, save that over a period of time until you can get there, and you can do things cheap. But what is expensive, because we all love theme parks, is the theme parks. The tickets are very, very, very expensive to like the likes of Disneyland, Universal. However, you can find deals like, I mean, I was fortunate enough this year that I didn't have to pay for Universal tickets. But last year when I was in Hollywood, I went on Klook and purchased tickets. So Klook is a good platform to purchase attractions tickets on. So I'd recommend checking that out. Yeah, so you can always find deals anyway. Flights, you can find deals. Accommodation, if you think about it, you only got to sleep there, right? Really, realistically, you need somewhere to sleep. So it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be clean, I guess. It's clean. That's all I look for. Is it clean? Is the toilet clean? Is the bed clean? If that's good, that's fine. You're never there. You're at theme parks all day doing other stuff. So you can find pretty good at accommodation. Also, Airbnbs. There's there's lots of different places. So just if you want to travel, set your mind to it and do it. I gotta tell you, definitely worth traveling. So yeah, and that's good. And she's doing that and theme park researching. That's good. Haunted houses, awesome. Enjoy that. What have we got here? We've got a question about maybe K-pop Demon Hunters. I probably don't know the answer to that. Sorry. Mixing up your words there, Jaggs. What did I say? I don't know. Yeah, probably K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't know. Whatever. Probably is that what you're talking about? I don't. Again, I've seen one episode of whatever that show is. I don't know. I know it's a very popular show. I know it's really popular. All right, Ryder's saying the movie was doing a lot of the Fright Night preparations around the park. Fire machines have been installed on Main Street. That's cool. It's only what is it now? A couple of weeks away. What are we now? So this Saturday is 20th, and then we got 2 weeks after that. Jesus, come around fast, far out. Well, that's the first night anyway. So I think Sunday the 5th. I think I'm going to that one anyway. Should be good. Huh. Okay, so Village Bean has a new frappe, the Tombstone Twist. Now that sounds new. It doesn't sound like one they've had in the past. So thanks. I will check that out. When I'm at Fright Nights, I'll probably go in early that day and try a frappe or something before the night kicks off in a couple of weeks' time. All right. I am just trying to read you guys' comments. We've got plenty more to chat about, of course. Brian likes to say my Oz Comic Con video was really good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. And sometimes if I watch my video back and go, I like my video, and I think okay. I try and make it. Like that, like that people enjoy it and like it and hype it as well. But I'm glad you liked it. Thank you for that. It's cool. No Fright Nights at Five Nights at Freddy's at Movie World. No, it'd be good to see that there, but I think it's Universal IP. However, they can use those for Fright Nights and stuff. They just got to pay for them. They got to pay through the nose. Someone saying my brother is super excited for the opening night of SeaWorld Spooky Nights. It's an awesome family night, that one. And SeaWorld is great at night too. It just looks good. Craig says, do you think a Universal Studios or Disneyland theme park would work in Australia? We've had this conversation a lot over the years. Look, I think yes, but I look at Universal Studios Singapore. It's built by Universal Studios. The IPs are Universal Studios. They've just built the new Minions land. It's Universal Studios, but it's operated by Sentosa Island or Resorts World. So it's not quite the same as far as like all the food offerings, even the merch. It's not to the same level as the US parks. I think they could do one like that here, almost a replica of Singapore. Because I actually loved that park. I actually really enjoyed that park. Yeah, like it did feel like I was in. Well, I don't know. It felt different from the US Universal Studios that I've been to, but it was still cool. It was awesome. It was definitely better than a movie world park. Next level. And it wasn't that busy the day I was there, so I think it could sustain a quieter attendance levels if it's done right. And yeah, I think they could do it. Disneyland, I don't think they would do it because when it's quiet here, it's really quiet. However, Disney is something that people from all around the world go to all year round. So it could potentially work. It would probably again have to be a smaller version, like the likes of Hong Kong. Although Hong Kong is getting bigger, they've just put recently the Frozen Land in the expansion, and I think there's another land that they expanded upon. But yeah, so it could work. And Disney have been around sniffing around the Gold Coast, well, even Australia, like over the years a lot. So yeah, I don't know. They've never said we're doing it. So there's obviously a lot of reasons why not. Anyway, all right, we got here. Bright Light says, sad that no Fright Nights at Freddy. Matthew Lillard, who was Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Yeah, well, obviously he starred in that movie, but that's a Universal franchise. That one, unfortunately, oh, everything just everything just went whooshka. Hey, Jack's saying they just received their Jaggs Journeys hats. Thank you for your support there as well. I appreciate that. Repping them down there in orange. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Youngblood's sick this week. Can't get to the theme parks. Have to stay home. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better really soon. Aston, you should go to theme parks at Perth. Adventure World, it's called. Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm very familiar with it. And then the guys, Perth Theme Park Life. If you guys haven't checked them out, you should check them out. Perth Theme Park Life. They're based over there. They do. Obviously, there's only one theme park, which is that one. But there is. They cover off a lot of other attractions and things to do as well. So, yeah. So I have seen. I definitely have seen a lot of their stuff about Adventure World, and it does look cool. It looks like a cool park, so it's different. It's different again. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Gambaya World in terms of the sense that they have a water park and theme park kind of in their one space. So, yeah, look, I definitely want to get over there. But again, Perth is like it feels like you're on an international flight, and the cost is potentially up there as well, and you're still in Australia. You know what I mean? Like, so, I'm thinking if I'm going to spend that money, am I going to go to Perth or am I going to go to LA? But then again, the exchange rate in LA is a lot more than obviously no exchange rate change here. So, but yeah, certainly worth going to, and would love to get over there one day. There's lots I'd love to do, but the old coin, like everyone, doesn't go far. Hey, Jake says, hey, Jaggs, a sad question maybe. How long do you think it will be before Movie World gives up trying to keep Superman alive? Unscheduled downtime, yeah. I remember they had this issue. Well, maybe not the same issue, but they had same thing, a long period of unscheduled downtime a few years ago, and same thing. They had to get some parts made by the ride manufacturer overseas, and it was down for quite a while. Look, I think what is it, like 12 of those sort of style of launch coasters around the world, something like that. I think I don't think like is it. I don't know. I'm kind of in two minds about this. So it's like it's an iconic ride for Movie World. It fits the theme well, obviously. Um, it is a cool ride, whilst it's short. Maybe they can retrofit the ride at some point in the future and maybe make it a longer launch. Maybe make the top hat taller, and I don't know, do something somehow reconfigure it and make it longer and better. I don't know. I think maybe they need to change the launch system one day to change it into LMS or like something different. So I think it will get to a point because the ride manufacturer might eventually say, oh, we just can't make those parts anymore. We can't get them. We can't make them. So unfortunately, we see that with rides over the years around the world. So who knows? Your guess is as good as mine, really. But that's kind of my thoughts on it, I suppose. We'll have to watch the space, and hopefully it'll be not too much longer before it's back up and running again too. But yeah, thanks for jumping on too. Good to hear from you, and keep up great work. Check his channel out, everyone. Maloney's Coasters as well. That's who I'm talking to at the moment, Jake. There. So thanks for jumping on. What else have we got here? Movies, like everyone. I know I'll be there on the 18th of October for Fright Nights at Warner Brothers Movie World. But I wanted to know, are the scaring mazes will scare younger children? Okay, so they have a recommendation. I think usually it's 15 years and up. It might have changed to 14 or something, but it's about that 14, 15 year age. That's what they market Movie World Fright Nights. That's what they market that from there up, and it's just due to the nature of the scares and the noise, and they're pretty full on. Okay, so and the gore, I suppose the sets are gory in that. The park, obviously, rides are open, so if they're coming in with another family member and can younger kids and ride the rides, but the kids area is not open usually on a Fright Nights. It's just the other rides, sort of the front of the park. Wild West will be open this year, but again, they got to go through all the scare zones to get to Wild West. So yeah, I guess if they just hang around that fountain area, depends who, everyone's different. I don't know what age group you're talking about either. So you might be talking about 14, 15, they'll be fine. So, but if they're like under 10, I would probably strongly say don't bring them to a Fright Nights. They'd be wanting to go to Spooky Nights or the Happy Halloween event. So SeaWorld or DreamWorld's Halloween is more suitable, 100% for younger, under 14, under 15 sort of age group. Yeah, that's what the target market is. Aston's saying big news from SeaWorld. Is he asking if there's any big news, or is he saying there is big news from SeaWorld? Let's have a look as we get through the comments. Further down, have a look. We'll keep rolling. Jack. Hey, Jaggs, we read that out before. So, again, thanks for supporting the hats. Thanks for supporting the merch. If you guys want to support the merch, check out the link. If you go to my Instagram, there's a link tree. You can click on there and it'll go Jaggs Journeys merch. You click on that, it takes you straight to the website. That's the easiest way to find my merch on there. You can get t-shirts, hats, bits and pieces on there. Brightlights is saying Universal is building a park in the UK. Correct. Yep. And then she's also saying Disney's building a park in India. Now, I don't think the India one is confirmed. I could be wrong, but the one in the Middle East is Abu Dhabi, and I think that one's confirmed, but I don't think India is confirmed. I really don't think it's going to in India. I could be wrong, but I think that might have been a bit of an AI thing. I think. By the way, have you guys ever had Peninsula Springs Australian spring water? Absolutely refreshing, hydrating, amazing. Anyway, let's keep going. Aston saying the big news is no new attractions or updates for SeaWorld. Yeah. I can't remember who it was. Someone I can't think who it was. Someone put a video up. New attractions at SeaWorld and put roller coasters and things in the thumbnail. I mean, it's all just speculation. Like there's no announcements. I mean, it's a nice to think that. I mean, they do need it. Absolutely, they absolutely need a big draw card there. I think they need to look at the other SeaWorld parks, particularly in the US, San Diego, Florida. Some of the rides that are specific to those parks, like the stand-up coaster, was a Pipeline, I think it's called, in Florida. That would be cool. It'd be the only one in Australia. Although I think it's a B&M, they're pretty pricey, but that might be something like they need a draw card like that. Hey, you can go on a stand-up coaster. It's only at SeaWorld. Excuse me. That would be cool. So that's what they need. They need that. They need something, or like a really cool, massive dark ride. We'll see. Yep, they're still testing King Claw. Yep. Hey Jaggs, my name is Benji or Baz from Gold Coast. I've been watching your channel for years. Or your Comic Con videos make me want to start going. Hopefully, I can meet you, legend. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Look, the next Comic Con, actually Supernova, which is another kind of Comic Con. It is a Comic Con, but it's not the Oz Comic Con. It's a Supernova Comic Con. Next one is in Brisbane in November, and then back in the GC again in April. That's their schedule that rolls, and I never normally ever miss any apart from April this year because the 2 days before I found out I had to go to Florida. So, Florida, Supernova, Florida. I had to go to Florida. But definitely worth going there. Awesome events. Disney were going to build a park next to Dreamworld at one point. Really? That's wicked. I don't know about that, but that would have killed Dreamworld if Disney set up shop next door for sure. Yeah. Anyway, interesting though. Interesting. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Just reading. Lego Land should work in Australia. Yeah, I think you're right. Jay of Oceana. A Lego Land will definitely work here. That's something that would be an absolute ideal park to build because it's not really. Yeah, I think that would be 100%. There you go. Lego Land Gold Coast. Dreamworld might do it. they got the Lego store. Maybe they can make a Lego Land next door. Link it up. You never know. That's a great idea. A few years ago, they tried. So they were talking about Melbourne. They were going to build a Disney Harbour in Sydney as well, and again, all that sort of fell through as well. So anyway, I don't think we'll see a Disney here anytime soon, unfortunately. Okay. So Ryder's saying when he rode the Wild West Falls ride today at Movie World, he noticed that the fire machines for the fountain, the ones they have at the fountain, and by the Dodge City facade. So Dodge City is the ghost town in the back of Wild West Falls. So if they're having flames out there, that's pretty cool as long as it doesn't burn down as wood. But I'm sure that they're pointing the other direction. But that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I keep saying after that other 2 years ago when they had it open, it was just open at night, nothing else. They just need to pump fog in there, have different colored lighting, like to make it different. Yeah, fire effects would be cool, and just eerie music, like ooh, just screaming or whatever. Different music overlay or noise soundtrack overlay. That's all I need to do. That'll just make that ride freaky at night. So let's see. I can't wait to check that out. What do I think? SeaWorld is a world-class park from what you saw recently. Look, SeaWorld is a great park, and look, I rate it highly. I do rate SeaWorld highly, but it certainly isn't comparable to a SeaWorld in Orlando or San Diego. So it's our SeaWorld, so it's a Gold Coast SeaWorld. It's good for what it is. I think it's great actually, but it just needs more. It just needs more, and more cost money. So that's what they have to do. Ryder's saying that the sign they usually have at the fountain is also maybe the Wild West Falls ride, or is he saying it's in the fountain now too? I think you're saying it's in the fountain now too. Will you be the opening night of Spooky Nights? Now I don't know. I haven't really finalized my movements yet. Because I think Dreamworld and SeaWorld opening nights are the same night. So I have not a clue which one I'm going to do. And I probably won't even actually I have to sort that out soon. I don't know. One or the other. One or the other. I just have to look at probably where I'll be on those days and where I can get to the most easiest. But again, those are really short nighttime events for me, and I'm under the pump on those nights. So happy to stop and say a very quick hi on those night events. All right. So always happy to say hi, but it's got to be a quick hi. Happy to take photo and all that, but it's got to be quick because there's only so much time. They're going to film a whole lot of content in those nights. Would you says, hey, Sean, it's Shane, but yeah, Sean's okay. But it says, would you ever consider posting Planet Coaster? Oh, I have very little spare time. I make time for this. I make time for podcast, which, by the way, Theme Park Cartel podcast. Our Patreon only episode was recorded last night. So if you are a Patreon member, you get an extra podcast and you get video podcast as well. So that comes out this week. But we're doing once a month normal podcasts instead of every 2 weeks. We're just getting a lot because we're all busy people. We all have other things going on. Other YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, live streams, filming, editing, work. So we had to change it to monthly for our Theme Park Cartel podcast. If you haven't checked it out, it's available on Spotify and, of course, pretty much anywhere you can get your podcast streaming platforms. You should find the Theme Park Cartel podcast. That's myself, and it's Riley from That So Mid and Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan, and we are the Theme Park Cartel podcast. So check it out. But yeah, I don't have time for gaming, unfortunately. I do like games and stuff. I used to play those sort of things years ago. When am I going to Fright Nights? I was discussing that. I haven't booked a ticket yet, but the second night's always better. And the reason why is the first night is the first night with people, and that's where they tend to go, oh, we didn't have enough people over there, or there's no scare actors in that zone. Um, you know, the actors are doing their first. I mean, they have rehearsals, but they're doing their first real event, and it can be wobbly. Things sometimes don't work properly, or that it's a first night isn't always great. So I'm kind of thinking this year, the second night for me is probably going to be the better option. Just means the video will just come out on the a few days later. There's a lot of editing. But yeah, it'll be at the start of the event anyway. So whether it's night 1, night 2, or night 3, it's going to be at the start of the event. And then I'd like to potentially get one other visit in. Just the problem is those latter nights are expensive. But anyway, so yeah, that's sort of the I haven't booked. I got to book a ticket. It's only in 2 weeks' time, right? So I got to book it. I hope it's not sold out. I hope those ones. I'll check it maybe this weekend. Rider 89. I think a smaller Universal Park similar to what they're currently building in Texas. Yeah, isn't that a kids one? That one, it could work. It could potentially work. Absolutely. I personally think myself. This is SMT official. Personally, think myself is that they are going to open Scooby Doo Spooky Coaster for actual testing for people to think how it is for Fright Nights, considering Superman and Flash is shut. I hope so, mate. That would be cool. That'd be awesome. Absolutely. Then open it up for daytime people in December. Yeah, we'll see let's see what they choose to do. Absolutely. Should be. That'd be cool, really. Should I hype your videos? Yeah, you'll only be able to hype my Comic-Con videos because this is only something that's just started, and you can only do the new videos, and you got 7 days. But look, I mean, if as far as I know, anyway, I don't think you can see a hype button on any earlier videos because it wasn't in place then. But yeah, you can only do it within 7 days of my release of the video. So you got a week to, yeah, it's like if you hit the like, you might as well hit the hype, and then when you hit the hype, it comes up another button that says, do you want to transfer this many points? It doesn't. There's no cost to you. It's just a points thing. That's just an automatic thing. You go yes, and then or hit post or whatever, and then I think it's yes, and then that's it. And it tells YouTube that you're giving that video some hype. So you like the video and you hype the video. So yeah, I appreciate it. So you can obviously everyone you can like anyone's videos, but if you really enjoy the video and you want other people, you think it's worthy of hopefully getting out there, because obviously it's hard as a creator to get your content out further on YouTube. You ain't got so many options, I guess. So this is just another way to help push it into the universe. So I'd appreciate it. It's free to you guys. It's just hitting one little button, the like, and then the hype. Easy. And of course, you can always share the video with your friends or family or what have you as well, or anyone else that loves this kind of content. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So saying I'm the same age as the Scooby-Doo ride. I hope you haven't had to have any parts replaced like Scooby-Doo ride. So I'm sure you haven't. SMT official, also a Scooby-Doo ride for Halloween. Yeah, that'd be cool. Wouldn't that be cool? Absolutely. Well, it used to always be open on Halloween nights. So yeah. Yeah. And my moderator is saying everyone should hype his videos. Thank you, moderator. Aston, Shane, what do you think about stage 4 of the tram project getting scrapped? Yeah, look, I was disappointed to hear that. It needs to go to the airport. Absolutely, 100%. We need rail to the airport. And now for everyone in the businesses in Burleigh, because they were thinking, okay, obviously, people are still going to be able to catch the tram to the beach at Burleigh, but then it's been such a disruption to the businesses there. Well, really every business between Southport to Burleigh, to be honest, over the last few years, it's caused a lot of pain and grief and closures and things. But again, short-term pain, long-term gain hopefully brings people back into those areas via the tram later on. It really did need to go to the Gold Coast Airport, and it's highly disappointing that it's not. It's money. It's just that's it. But yeah, it's highly disappointing. And I know that even only a matter of weeks before that announcement, the Gold Coast Airport actually announced how the airport's going to look, and like by the time the Olympic Games are going to be ready, because the Gold Coast Airport is going to be a major hub for people within Australia, because they're going to fly to Gold Coast. I mean, a lot will fly to Brisbane, of course, but a lot will go to the Gold Coast, and then they'll stay in surfers, go to the Olympics in Brisbane, saying an hour up the road, right? But they also want to make a holiday of it, go to theme parks, beach. They're going to do the whole thing. If you could just get off the plane and then jump on a 50-cent tram, so cool. But I know they are going to put on additional buses, 50 cents, still 50 cents. But trams, just rails is easier. But anyway, yeah, disappointing. I did hear that they are thinking now maybe they will extend it the other direction from Helensvale and send it out to Harbour Town. Maybe. So, again, they're looking at options. But yeah, disappointing. Pretty disappointing. Big hi to everyone who is saying hi and jumping on. Thank you so much. SMT officials saying that they also drink this water sometimes. Peninsula Springs. Support the smaller companies. Why not? Still Australian spring water. It's good. Hey, Dane's Theme Park Life. Thanks for product placement. Yeah, these guys are great. They look after me. What have we got here? Youngblood says, does anyone know that there was a fire in Burleigh Heads this week? Yeah, we touched on that a little earlier, probably before you hopped on here. It was just last night, in fact, about 9:00 last night. Arson, unfortunately, by the look of it. And I believe I heard today that they don't believe that any animals were harmed. They've all scurried out of there, so that's good. But yeah, it's just I don't know what goes through people's heads. Like, it's a beautiful place. A lot of people use the walking tracks and everything. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad. That's all I can say. It's just sad. So I think they'll be open again maybe in a couple of weeks. And it's not safe at the moment too, because a lot of the vegetation that sort of helps hold up the rocks and stuff, because that got burnt out. A lot of the rocks have fallen. So of course they can't have people walking around there until they've secured that whole entire area now. So probably take a few weeks. Not great for the holidays. Not a great start for the holidays. Right, it says, I hope they do soft openings for Scooby. Same here. Like, I guarantee you, I'll come home from work one night and then people will be going, I rode Scooby today. that's what'll happen. They will just literally go, it's open during the day without any kind of, and then they'll probably announce it. Hey, it's open now, So, it's cool. As soon as it opens, I'll get down there on the next available day. It'd be a Saturday, obviously. And, do a few rides on Scooby-Doo. Of course, that'd be awesome. So, yeah, you never know. It'll probably happen like that. No doubt. A few rumors going around about a dark ride. At which park? I'm hoping Movie World, where the Doomsday area was, that needs to be massive dark ride, something like Transformers or Spider-Man from Universal Orlando. That's what needs to go into there. They need to do a massive, awesome dark ride. So, yeah. How do I rank Fearophobia's mazes compared to Fright Nights mazes? I think Fearophobia, I mean, I guess, look, there might be, I don't know what each of their budgets are, but I know Movie World, they have access to um, studios and a lot of the people that work on that stuff. So props and things like that are pretty detailed and high level. However, Ferophobia, the first time I ever went there, which I've been going there now for every year for the last since it's been at the Gold Coast. So I don't know, 5 years or whatever. And I tell you what, it blew me away how good it was. Um, and yeah, to me, Ferophobia is scarier. You get a real scary experience in those mazes. Just the way they do it, it's so good. And again, they do the sets that they build, and they do it all themselves. I mean, they've got a team, and they've got it's run by a family. And I tell you what, I know them all now. I've been fortunate enough to spend some time with those guys, and oh, they are incredible, very talented, creative, amazing people, and what they do again just blows me away. So I guess, yeah, like if I ever thought it wasn't great, I wouldn't go back. But I look forward to going back, you know, every single year because it just has a different feeling to movie worlds, Fright Nights. I do think it's scarier, which you get. That's what you're going there for, right? To be scared, and it's just they create the whole atmosphere. It's just awesome. I rate it highly. So, yeah, it's good. It's really good. And this year they're not charging an entry fee, so they're kind of running it like the Gold Coast show did. Anyone can walk in to the precinct. Essentially, there's gonna be rides and things to do, which they didn't. I think they normally have a ghost train and maybe just the ghost train and the haunted hotel ghost train, which is awesome, by the way. But there's rides and things, but it's going to be run like how they ran the show. So if you want to go on the rides, you pay for the rides. If you want to go into the mazes, you pay for the mazes. You can buy. You just want to go to one maze, you can just buy a ticket to go in one maze. You can also buy like a fast track for that maze as well if you want to. So, or you can just queue. Queues aren't too bad. And what I find with Ferophobia, the queues are always like anything. Beginning of the night, they're pretty big. Just find out when they cut the queue and for the maze, and then do some rides and stuff, and go back when the queue's down a bit. But it does stay big for quite a while. And I'm picking this year it's going to be much busier than normal. Now that anyone can just walk in there and experience the atmosphere of Ferophobia, so I think it's going to be big. I think the Saturday night. I think they're going to soft open like on a Thursday night or something during the week. But the Saturday night is going to be that big first Saturday night is going to be big. It's going to be the big night. It's going to be unreal. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Have I heard the rumors about Funfields getting a roller coaster next year? I did hear that through someone, but I didn't. Again, it wasn't. It was just a rumor. So I don't know. Is that right? Is that definitely? I'm not sure. We'll watch this space. I got a few people around that area that keep me informed. So yeah, GC Party Buses. He's another person who he loves this water. So thanks for jumping on. He's going to hook us up with some coffee soon, I think he said. So, yeah, don't mind a coffee or two. Thanks for jumping on tonight, John. Appreciate it. What have we got here? SeaWorld needs a dark ride. Yeah, SeaWorld absolutely needs a dark ride. 100%. Now, guys, if I miss your comment, because it's hard sometimes this stuff, let me know. Oh, sorry, no. All you need to do is just put it in again. Put it in again, so it comes to the other end of the feed, right? So then, yeah, there's just so many comments I'm trying to keep up. Apologies if I've missed it. Sometimes people are having conversations are replying to another conversation, so that's why if I'm pausing and I'm reading, I'm like, okay, that doesn't relate to me. It relates to their conversation. Do you know what I mean? So that happens, yeah. Do you know if any circuses are coming to the Sunshine Coast? Look, I know that the Ashton's Circus are doing the rounds at the moment around here. Like I think the first one is, well, the next one I believe is I think it's Capalaba and that is soon. It might even be now. I think it's now or soon. And then it's going to be also down here at Gold Coast. In fact, at the same site as where Ferrophobia is going to be. So it's before Ferrophobia. There'll be a circus there. This is the circus, by the way, that was at Dreamworld a few years ago for Boxing Day. This circus is excellent. They also are the ones that have that globe with the motorbikes in it as well. So I would highly recommend going to check this Ashton Circus out. 100%. Check them out. Support them. You know, they're a local family business. I wouldn't say local. They're an Australian family business and super talented, very professional. And you walk out of there going, wow, I just experienced a pretty amazing show and entertainment. And it's just a pop-up thing that travels around. Like, it's incredible. So, yeah, I would highly check that out. I've also been quite often I do go to a lot of those circuses. Probably not. I haven't been to a few lately. Used to take my daughter when she was younger to a lot of that stuff, of course. But this, yeah, I think it's Ashton's. I think it is. Yeah, excellent. Got to check it out for sure. So they might be heading up that way. They normally do the rounds up there. I already tried Wendy's, but I might go to Macca's. Oh, yeah, Wendy's is good and Surfers. Shane should be the TV ad for the water if they do one. It's like, hey guys, I drink Peninsula Springs. Do you? I don't know. Bad actor. Probably get someone a bit more prettier than me. Good to see you at Oz Comic Con. Absolutely. Thank you. It was awesome to meet everyone at Oz Comic Con. I had so many people come up to me at Oz Comic Con. It was awesome. And I got a lot of friends that I often, when I say friends, acquaintances, I class people as friends if I've seen them many, many times and talk to them like we're friends. I enjoy catching up with those people. I get like literally there's like a lot of people that I only see at Comic Cons and Supernovas. And it's awesome. And some of the cosplayers that are always there, they know me now and we chat and stuff. It's so cool. And it's just a cool little community that it's not little, actually, it's massive. So many, the costumes. So I really wanted to get more on the video. It's hard. I mean, obviously, you don't want to bug people as well, and people are, enjoying their day as well. But yeah, the ones that are in the video, all agree to be on YouTube. So yeah, it was really cool. Hopefully they've all seen the video by now. Hopefully they all got a sticker so they knew where to watch it. But yeah, I love bumping into people at Comic-Con Supernovas. It's really cool. And it's just a cool, safe place for people, like-minded people, who enjoy that. And I really like, just everyone gets involved there and everyone's just having a great day. It gets really busy at times too, like super busy, like for probably a few hours in that middle chunk of the day, like literally shoulder to shoulder walking down some of those aisles. I didn't even do a lot of filming for a little while there because it's just hard to. So, excuse me. And plus, I wanted to check out the merch and the stands and the artwork, and it's incredible. I tell you what, the effort people go to, the costumes, just blows my mind. It's so cool to see. It's incredible. So yeah, if you haven't been to one, you should get to one. Pretty cool. But yeah, no, always good to bump into people, and thanks for saying hi as well. Buzzy says, "Good on you, Shane. You've got this." I hope I got this. John saying, "Aston, he's a busy man." I am. I'm a busy man. What else we got there? Coffee coming soon. Yeah, I can't wait for coffee, mate. Coffee, iced coffee. We'll see. What do we got here? Chris, have you heard the rumors? Oh, we spoke about that one. So I sort of went back a little bit. Sorry about that. Dane saying never done a Phobia before. Might give it a go. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. I think that yeah, the weekend vibe is going to be awesome. Chris, hey Chris Erickson, thanks for jumping on. Long time supporter of the channel. May not be theme park related until the weekend. From Currumbin Beach is still swell. Sculpture Festival. Yeah, you're right. Actually, that started I think last week, didn't it? I think it did. The Swell Festival. It's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, if you haven't seen it before. Lots of sculptures and things on the beachfront there at Currumbin. And I believe you can, if you want to buy them, you can. Is they had a big spider there, huge, like massive, big. If you want to buy it, it's only like $45,000. It's pretty good value. It's art, so I'm sure they'll get sold. Someone will buy them and maybe place them somewhere. But yeah, I'll tell you what, it's really cool to see. Yeah, if you're at Currumbin Beach, again, it's free. Just walk around and check it all out. Something to do. It's pretty cool. Thanks for mentioning that, Chris. I hope you're all good, mate. Aston's saying, I just want to know why they targeted the Burley Hill for the fire. Who knows why people target hills or anywhere. Look, maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe someone accidentally dropped their cigarette or something and so dry up there, maybe just ignited. Who would know? But either way, it's devastating. Absolutely devastating. Bright Lights is saying that there's escape rooms as well at Fright Nights. Yes, there is. And like I mentioned in my video, what to expect for Fright Nights a few weeks back, they take a maximum of 6 people, and I'd suggest to get a group of you, even if there's only 3 of you, find another group of 3 that are hanging around and say, hey, do you guys want to do an escape room together and share the cost? Because I tell you what, it's like, I think it's like $60 something or $60 for the room, essentially, to do that experience. So if you're 6 of you, it's only going to be like around $10 each, right? Or just over $10 perhaps. And then you get a great experience. I think it takes 20 minutes, half an hour. So you plan that into your night as well. So there is actually, if you are not getting fast track for the mazes, and if you are planning on doing panic rooms, all the mazes, rides, seeing all the shows and everything, you're just not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. You won't do it. You pretty much, depending on what you want to do. See, when I go to that event, I don't even look at the rides, although Wild West Falls, because it's right down in that precinct near the mazes and the what is it, the this year it's what's the precinct called? It's just at the top of my head. Breakout, I think it is, like a contamination sort of area. COVID maybe something like that. But that ride is probably the only one I'm really interested in going on and seeing at night this year. The other rides, they're the same. Doesn't worry me. I can go on them any time of the year. So to me, it's all about the event. Hence why, again, I have to have fast track so I can get through the mazes and get to the shows and get to try the foods and just do the whole event as one. So, yeah, I think it's it just depends what you want to do, essentially. But I know that the escape rooms are really good. They always do a good job of those. I was looking for a Yumpling Dumpling at the Gold Coast show. Do they have a shop? No, not at the Gold Coast show. They were not there. They are based in Mullen Diner during the day at the Meat Hub. That's where you can find Yumpling Dumplings during the week. And then, of course, Dreamworld night markets, Friday and Saturday nights. I think Sunday mornings, there's a farmer's market on early, I think, in the Dreamworld car park. And I think he's there as well. So I'm sure if you just go to his website, just Yumpling it would, no, if you just search Yumpling Dumplings, you'll find it anyway. And I'm sure he'll have where he's located when. The owner's name is Nick, and him and his wife run that business. And I tell you what, definitely the best dumplings in the Gold Coast. In fact, probably anywhere. I don't know. I haven't had dumplings around the world. So they're damn good. They're definitely good. Mad Max Dark Ride would be cool in the Doomsday area. Yeah, definitely. Let's hope they got something cool planned. Unless they choose that theme for the stunt show, Mad Max, then obviously they'll have a different theme for a dark ride. But that's a good idea too. Watch this space. Ethan says, "How's it going? I'm going good. Yourself? I hope you're doing good. Thanks for jumping on the live." Aston, do you know how long it will take to get Bluey's World from surfers via the train and ferry? So train to Brisbane. Okay, from surfers, you have to catch a tram to Helensvale. That's like half an hour, roughly. And then you'll need the train will be to the city, would be over an hour. It's about an hour and a half. I think, or just maybe under. And then you'll need to jump on. You need to walk to the ferry. Actually, depends where you get off. You probably get off at South Bank, or maybe Roma Street. You have to check. You have to check the planner. There's a planner there, because you'll be able to jump on the ferry then, and then the ferry takes you over to Hamilton or just past there, which is where North Shore, where Bluey's World is. So you're probably in your entire journey, you're probably going to be looking at 2.5 hours, I think, from Surfers Paradise. Time you get on the tram and then the train, and then you might have to walk a little bit to the ferry, and then the ferry would only be probably, I'm guessing, 15 minutes, something like that from the city. I haven't been on it, so I'm not sure exactly, but it's not far. It's just around the bend, really. So yeah, allow that time, at least allow that time. Or you could get off the train and Uber from there, but obviously that costs a lot more. So if you save money, it's going to take you longer on the public transport, but you're saving money, so why not allow the time and enjoy the views? All right, so what else have we got there? Aston doesn't like circuses. Okay, well, the circuses these days are a bit different from the old school ones, mate. So these ones are more professional entertainment, very, very amazing. So you should check it out. Should definitely do the last night, Fright Nights. Yeah, I know. It's a Friday though, so I think it's on 31st. I mean, I struggle to get there on a Friday. During the week for me, like I finish work quite late, so if I'm doing events or anything, it's Saturdays. It's my time, or Sunday. So we'll see. maybe the second to last event on the weekend prior, perhaps. It's true that Disney almost opened on the Gold Coast. They actually owned land near Dreamworld. Oh, really? Michael Elsinore cancelled the project last minute. Review Time did a great bit on it. Good guys, those guys. Review Time. I had the pleasure of meeting them in the past, and they have awesome, very awesome, detailed content. Check them out. GC Party Buses. If not a Mad Max show at Movie World, seeing they do Waterworld, what else would you want to see as a show? Well, you know what? I heard that there is a new Police Academy movie coming out. So maybe they might be able to go back to that. Maybe. Police Academy 2. Jesus, Peninsula Springs water is so refreshing. Love it. Anyway, look, it could be something like that. I'm not sure. Or maybe a Batman stunt show. No, it needs to be movie based. It needs to be the Batman. I know it's movies, but what I mean is not one that's associated with the park already. Something new and different. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of options out there for sure. Now, sorry, I'm gonna jump ahead only because, and I apologize. Max has done a super chat. So thank you, Max. He has a question for me. What's your favorite fart smell? Mine is garlic. Well, I think you must be eating a lot of garlic there, mate. Yeah, mine would be roses, mate. Roses. But hey, Max, all jokes aside, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate you jumping on to the chat, taking time out of your night also. And yeah, I really do appreciate the support for the channel and the super chat. So even though the question wasn't theme park related, so obviously we need to stick to the theme. But thank you very much, Max. It is appreciated. It is absolutely appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to roll back. I just had to acknowledge Max there because I did see it come up. Sorry. So thank you so much for that. Okay. I've got to find where here I go. Okay, I found where I'm at now. Ryder's going to watch all my videos, catch ups at the end of the year. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Aston saying, if I say hi and see you again, don't give me a sticker. I already got one. No worries. Some people lose a sticker. Some people want another one for someone else. It's always good. Never have to feel obligated to take the sticker. It's not. I don't get offended if someone says no, thanks. It's not a problem at all. Wishing Scooby Doo is back in time for Fright Nights. Yeah, we all are hoping that, and you never know. You never know. You just never know. Says, hey, hope you well. Hey, brother, hope you're well. Is it Miller? You coming to Fright Nights? Yeah, we'll be at Fright Nights probably on the Sunday. I'm thinking the second night. It's always the better night. They ironed out the kinks at this stage. I actually haven't even bought the ticket yet, so I've got to get on that. But yeah, I'm aiming for that Sunday. I missed the Gold Coaster. Yeah, it's down until the 13th of December. Reopening on the 13th of December. Obviously due to Big Brother. So only get May's fast track, not the full one. So only get May's fast track, not the full one. I guess full one. Are you talking about the one that includes the rides and the mazes? Depends what you want to do. If you're not regularly at Movie World and you really want to do all the rides as well, obviously I'm an annual pass holder, so I can do the rides 365 days a year. I don't have to worry. So yeah, I would. If you're not local and you're only here for that event, I'd probably recommend definitely getting the fast track maze and ride to get them all done. It's going to cost a lot. They're not cheap, but it depends on how much time you've got. So yeah, it's really everyone's different. So I was talking about the precincts there. You got contamination down at the Wild West area. There's Payne Street, which is Main Street, and then there's also I think it's a Carnival of Freaks. I think it is. It's Midway Games area. There'll be like freaky clowns hanging around Midway Games area. That's really the three precincts. Last year, Doomsday was included as a precinct, and was really cool. I hope they do something with that again this year too. It's not been mentioned, so I don't know. What have we got here? We're all waiting for a Scooby Doo behind the scenes, some kind of update. Yeah, absolutely. I heard Superman coming back for Fright Nights. Oh, really? Okay, well that's fantastic if they've got the parts already. And well, yeah. I mean the other day the cables was still missing. Well, they've still got I guess a couple of weeks. So That'd be great if it is back for Fright Nights. GC Party Bus is saying the market is not there anymore. Which market are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about the Sunday morning farmers market at Dreamworld. Okay, it's not there anymore. Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware, so that's disappointing. That's not there. Never mind. Matt Delassie. Hey Shane, we'll be visiting the Gold Coast next August, and would love to meet you and have a quick photo. Of course, anytime. That's fine. Anyway, we can contact you. Yeah, look, the best thing to do, honestly, Instagram message, like on. Look, sometimes unless it's a specific event, sometimes I don't know where I'm going necessarily until sometimes a Friday before that Saturday. So I have during the week I see what's going on with the parks. I'm lucky enough to have quite a few of my subscribers and followers who regularly visit parks during the week, and they send me a lot of information and photos and things like that. So I schedule that content through my Instagram platform during the week. So make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, because you'll always see updates from the parks, what's happening during the week on Instagram usually. And then from that, I kind of decide, okay, if there's something happening specific and that needs, like it's going to be worthy of a video. So, my main thing is that if I'm doing a video, there's a reason for the video, and that I feel that you'll get something out of the video. I'm not just going to go and just make a video for nothing, like just for no reason. Like, do you know what I mean? So I really look at and analyze like what's going on at the parks and where my time is best spent in terms of being able to provide the best video outcome for you guys. Sometimes I'll visit 2 or 3, well, maybe 2 parks in the day, and then I'll choose a short form content from a time perspective. If there's only a few key points I need to get across, I can do that in a short form video for you guys as well. So, yeah, again, I just try to make sure that the content you're getting from this channel is informative, fun, entertaining, but it's also, the videos are done for a reason, to help keep people up to date with what's happening around the theme parks or attractions or events, or Comic Cons or whatever else is going on in the fun entertainment space. So yeah, just need to message me, probably maybe say if you're Saturday is my filming day, so it's got to be a Saturday. That's where I'm going to be. But I mean, I could be overseas. You just don't know what time of year. Like I wasn't planning on going to Florida this year until they reached out to me and said, "Can you come over next week?" This was back in April, and I'm like, "What?" Like, I wasn't. So I just had to organize flights and just get myself there. So. And I wasn't planning on that, and then that was when Supernova was on, and I had already tickets to that, and I just wasted them. But anyway, Florida is pretty good replacement. So, but yeah, just message me beforehand, like the week before, a few days before probably, and I should have some idea of perhaps where I'll be at that time. And sometimes that plan can change as well. So I can't always commit to something because sometimes something else will be more pressing than I've got to cover. So I'll go and do that instead. So yeah, but just reach out. That's all I say. Reach out, and we always try and make it happen for people. I get a lot of requests for that, and I'm happy to do it. I just, but it's where I'll be based on my videos. Happy to meet you though. Always happy to stop and say hi to people. Always. Night events, just a quick hello though. Okay, so the markets that were Sunday mornings at Dreamworld have been moved or are moving up to the Pimpamar Sports Hub. Thanks, John. Any news on the Movie World Hotel? I haven't heard anything. So if anyone else has, let us know here in the in the live. Yeah, look, it was obviously something that was really publicized and it was hyped up and everything, and then crickets. Like, where's this hotel? I think there has been some issues you hear stuff, but nothing from the horse's mouth. But I think there might be some issues with power in the area. Okay, I could be wrong on that. They might go, no, it's not, but I don't know. But again, it's not from the horse's mouth, so it may not be that. But I think there's some hurdles that they've got to overcome. I think, so whatever they are. But yeah, I haven't heard anything more. When we do, when it's risen again, when they start breaking the ground, that's when we go, right, it's happening. It's happening. So we'll have to see. Bagav, hey, thanks for jumping on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, mate, I know who you are. One of my favorite customers. Thanks for jumping on, mate. Appreciate it. The cable for Superman can be done in a day. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. Well, then hopefully Superman Escape, hopefully then you're right. And that's awesome if it is going to be open for Fright Nights. It needs to be. So that's awesome. That's good news if it is. Fantastic. Why is the flash shut? Yeah, look. Does Mill R have any ideas about why the flash is shut? All we know is the ride vehicle is completely off the track. So we're not sure on that one. They're working on. It looks like they're working on the actual, the actual mechanism that makes the ride vehicle move. I guess I'm not technical, but it looks like they're working on that. Ryder saying the first 3 Fright Nights are selling fast. Yeah, okay, cool. I got to get to probably the second one anyway, so I must have to book that Sunday night this week. The Flash is a seasonal ride. Seems that way, I think. Youngblood's asking me, do I get sick sometimes? Because you've always seen me on here, right? I've never had time off. Well, I do get sick sometimes, and I actually had the flu about a month, maybe a month or 2 ago, and fortunately, I started getting sick like a Saturday night. So I'd already been out filming everything. I started getting sick Saturday night. Sunday, deteriorating. I'm editing. I'm deteriorating, and it got really, really bad. And then Monday, I was really crook, and I had to have 4 days off work. I was literally in bed for 3 days, so crook. Managed to get myself to a doctor, managed to get antibiotics and everything. I was able to go back to work on the Friday, and then come Saturday, I still wasn't right, but of course, back to it, filming. So yeah, I'm committed to the channel. Even if I do get sick, I'm still committed to the channel. If it's pouring with rain and hailing, I'll still be out filming something for you guys. That's what I do. I'm committed to at least one video every single week you'll get from this channel. Now, I still have some travel videos I'm still editing. Like I'm telling you, the problem is there's so much going on here locally that I've got to keep up with. Because if I just started pumping out Singapore videos and content, and then if I film all this Halloween stuff and then release all the Halloween stuff like in November, December, you're gonna go, Halloween's been and gone. I'm not interested. So I've got to keep the channel current. A Singapore video can, or a Florida video can come out anytime. There's no, apart from the Epic Universe one that I did, obviously I was asked to go over to Epic Universe. I wanted to get that out straight away because that was topical. It was pre-opening. Excuse me. So yeah. I pretty much, there'll always be content on the channel. So if I'm really really crook or something, I can still edit something and still have a video out for you guys from an overseas perspective. And look, I know my overseas content, I think a lot of people find this. Yeah, overseas content, we spend the money, we go overseas, we go to the theme parks, we put an awesome video out, and the views are like really low. And I think it's because obviously 80, it's about 80% of my subscribers are from Australia. So most people are only going to be going to the parks in Australia. So they're only really interested in what's happening here because that's where they're going to go. But I always encourage people, even if you're not ever going to get over to Florida or Japan or Singapore or wherever, you should watch those videos from not just myself, but all the content creators that put the time and effort into going over there, because it's different. And it's a good opportunity to see what the other parks are doing overseas, what kind of technology they put into the rides, the theming, the money they spend on the themed lands, the food, like everything. It's interesting. I watch so many vloggers from overseas. In fact, I watch more. Not that I have a lot of time spare to watch anything really, but I try and always watch ones I've watched for years. A lot of them are US based vloggers, a few other countries as well. But in fact, some of them I haven't watched for ages. I'm just so busy. So even though our local content creators, I always try and support everyone's content by watching the videos and liking the videos. But again, sometimes I just have no time. So, I understand everyone's busy as well. And people like that obviously haven't got time sometimes to watch my videos, and that's okay. They're always there. So watch it another time. But yeah, anyway, we keep it going. Back to it. Diana is saying hi. Hi, Diana. Okay, what have we got here? Diana says, remember about the shout out. Make sure you message me. Yeah. Again. I think you messaged me on the wrong platform. I think you just put a comment on the YouTube. You've got to DM me on Instagram. And before the day I'm out filming. When I'm filming, I sometimes don't even look at my phone. I'm just filming, and that's it. I don't look at it till the night. So shout outs usually are done through the Buy Me a Coffee app. That's how I tend to do birthday shout outs, any other kinds of shout outs, and done through that. It's just easier. It's uniform. It's it's a way of supporting the channel as well. Just updated my yearly passes, so now I can get the Wizard of Oz coin. Yeah, that's right. You should definitely do that if you are updating your pass. You get that Wizard of Oz collectible coin, which is really cool. What do we got here? A few days later, my dad had a few Faye. And my mum got the cold. Okay, sorry to hear that. Diana, it was my dad's birthday yesterday. Oh, happy birthday to your dad for yesterday. Hope you had a great day. Jaggs, can you give me driving tips? What, driving a go-kart or theme parks, attractions, events? That's what we're chatting about. So just you can get driving tips elsewhere, I guess. See you, Diana. Okay, thanks for jumping on. Yeah, like I said, Diana, you got to give us a message on Instagram or through the Buy Me a Coffee apps, the preferred method for shout outs. Bright Light saying, I like looking around the history of the theme park rides. Yeah, absolutely. It's always very interesting, actually, seeing early rides or when things first were put in. Do I think the roller coaster should be blended with the Jungle Rush area? 100%. Yeah. I think it needs a re-theme, or it needs a re-theme, or maybe it needs to be changed out potentially. So we shall see what they do with that. I do not know. Next down here. All right. Phone's going crazy. Expedition Theme Parks, a good channel. Yeah, they're really cool. They're really good too. Would I recommend? Would I recommend Fright Nights? 100%. Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. Have you seen the claw testing? Yep. Yep. I posted a story on Instagram of daytime testing from that Dreamworld filmed. Just a quick one in there. I haven't been to the parks obviously this week during the week. So, but yeah, I believe it's testing day and night at the moment, periodically. So, which is really cool. It's exciting. Aston saying I meant car. Oh, okay. Oh, because you're learning to drive. Oh, okay. Mate, all I say is watch out for all the crazy drivers out there. I drive for a professional, like my job. So, um, my message for anyone driving is drive to survive. So when you're at a set of traffic lights, and I'm very passionate about this, by the way, because something really tragic happened to someone I know, and they were at a set of traffic lights, watching the lights, in a hurry to get home from work. The light went green, bang, they went straight away. They went. Meanwhile, someone else decided to run the red light, booted it through the intersection, hit them. Driver's side hit right where they are. They didn't make it. So my thing is, when that light goes green, don't go. Have another look. What's happening that way? What's happening this way? Meanwhile, people behind you, beep, 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 beep. So what? Who cares? Your life's too important. You check no one's running that red light, then you go. So what? Number one, that's my biggest thing for driving. We're off topic, but you asked a question. The other one is I do a lot of highway driving. Stick to the speed limit, obviously, but the keeping the 2 car lengths really important. I see so many in the fast lane, like the lane closest to the barrier. The people are this far off each other's bumpers, doing like 120, 130. That's why there's always accidents, multi-car accidents on the highway. That's why. They just like what's the point of it? And then they come right up close, beep the horns, flash your lights. That's yeah. So the roads are dangerous if you're learning to drive for the first time, which you are by the sound of your question there. Really drive to survive. Okay, so it's not just about learning to drive; it's learning to survive to drive. Look at what's going on around you all the time. Check your mirrors, check over your shoulder, and sure, people will tell you this. Anyway, that's my points to you. I'm passionate about that. All right, let's get back on topic, guys. I've lost track now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just go from the bottom up. I've got bottom up now. I'm sorry. No worries. Thanks. Yeah, that person that got hit was actually one of my team members. And quite a few years ago now, but yeah, it wasn't good. Anyway, Intamin and engineering are both testing themselves. I think we're talking about Superman there. That's cool. Can't wait for the new water slider, Wet and Wild. Zoom Zone, yes, it's almost completely all together, but they've still got to do plenty of work around. They won't be open for these holidays like I thought it might be, but it's not. It's definitely probably going to be open for December. New slides, 4 body slides, by the way, which is really cool. So yeah, that's Wet and Wild, Zoom Zone, 4 body slides off that one tower. It's going to be awesome. So looking forward to that as well. Oh, he's talking about King Claw. Sorry. King Claw. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, if they're all working on it, then it's going pretty quickly. Yeah, movie World Hotel. We just mentioned that before. We haven't heard any more about it. I think they've had a few hurdles with some of the. I don't know. It might be power issues. Could be council. I don't know, but It looks like it's sort of on hold. It's happening, like it's going to happen. Well, actually, I can tell you for a fact that years ago, before this announcement of this hotel, there was another announcement of another hotel that they were going to do years ago. I even saw plans for it, like as in artists' plans for that. And it wasn't in the same location as that one that they've proposed now. It was actually more. It's in the front car park, but it was more centered to the, not to the side. Anyway, it's amazing what they propose and what happens. Yeah. Ryder's not able to go to Brisbane Supernova. That's right. I'll sure you'll be at the Gold Coast one, mate, where I normally see you. Oh, by the way, Ryder, hi. I didn't see your message till late, but obviously Saturday I was at Comic-Con, so I didn't go to the movie board at all on the weekend. Sorry, mate. I just didn't see that till late. By the way, guys, again, I'm trying to get through everyone's comments, and thank you all for. There's still like over 30 people still on the live chat, and I really appreciate you guys being on here. It's cool. Happy to answer your questions as long as it stays on topic where possible. That'd be cool. Now, if I've missed your question, again, just chuck it in again, or send me a DM on Instagram. Always happy to answer questions on there. Usually, like at night when I'm home from work, I'll go through them all and I'll answer questions and that sort of thing. So, yeah. With Superman having problems at Movie World, do you reckon they could end up taking it down, replacing it? No, we I don't think they will. I think what the problem is that they don't make that coaster anymore. I think there's only 12 left in the world of that launch style coaster. I think, if anything, what might happen eventually, maybe they'll change the launch system on that one. Maybe it could be a different launch system with the same kind of effect. Maybe they might increase the height of the top hat. So they could do a few things with that coaster. I won't just take it down. I wouldn't think they would anyway. Not yet. This weekend is Dreamworld. So it's Dreamworld. So they start their school holiday event, which is the Dreamworld Country Fair. Up until every other year it's been the Spring County Fair. This year it's Dreamworld's Country Fair. Same event, essentially. Look, just going to get along, check out the animals. They have a petting zoo. They have a few different foods on offer. They have some scarecrows out. It's just an overlay. They have some entertainment. Look, really, again, I promote this every year because it's a school holiday overlay for Dreamworld, and it's a great event for families. And obviously, I like to promote that on the channel. And I have a video out for you guys Sunday night as usual. So that's the plan for this weekend. And I noticed that they were hosting a private function for Emerald City Palace Movie World before leaving today. Yeah, look, a lot of companies have they have an events department in those parks, and all year round. Actually, I know I used to work there. Like, what was it? 10 years ago, whatever, a while ago now. And so companies say, hey, we've got an awards night, or we've got a conference on in surfers, and we want to go somewhere for a night function. We have some, awards nights or something. What do you do? So then they say, okay, sometimes they don't have rides or anything going. Sometimes it's just literally using the space like that. They might, if they have the rides open, that costs companies a lot of money. Some do it, some definitely do it. So like I've actually been to, when I wasn't working for Movie World, I've been to functions at Movie World, when you have to wear suits and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, this is years ago, Scooby-Doo rides open. So you all jump on Scooby-Doo, have a few rides on that as well. And in fact, they, in that Scooby Castle, like the queuing area, they set up like tables and chairs, a stage. They have buffet in there. Like, it's crazy. They do all sorts of cool things like that. They do stuff in Main Street. Yeah, like obviously Wizard of Oz is another area now that they're able to use as a space for events. So yeah, be just private events. Dreamworld has those events as well. Yeah, SeaWorld. So yeah, it's cool. Damien Gauchi, thank you for jumping on. Good evening to you and your family. Hope you had a good birthday last week too, by the way. Okay, King Claw opening. We think in November. Someone on the chat earlier mentioned they think potentially end of October. So soon. Still a fair bit to do, but they're testing now, and again, it's in test mode. It's not in commissioning mode. It's in test mode. So test, tweak, fix, adjust, test, fix, adjust, whatever. Once they're happy with everything, then it gets commissioned. Then the training happens. Then it opens. So we'll see. We'll see when it opens. Yes. Oh, yeah. Already read that comment. Sorry. I did scroll up and then back. All right. You going to ride King Claw? I have to do at least a ride on that one. For sure. Probably feel sick after it, but anyway. All good. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm just reading a comment here. Something about King Claw. Raisin completion. I'm not sure what you're asking. Sorry about that one. Can't wait for the new water slides. It went wild. Absolutely. Okay, sorry guys. Found my place again, and we're good. Fright Nights could be pretty much the same as last year. Look, essentially, there's a few differences, but a couple of new mazes, but essentially, yeah, be the same, I guess. Jason, thanks for jumping on. He's saying the last show for Stunt Driver seems to be on the 12th of October. Thank you for letting us all know. What day of the week is that? 12th of October. Let's have a look on the computer. It's a Sunday. Oh, so that would be after the school holiday. So that's good. Probably that third week. So it's probably 3 weeks to go. Yeah. Well, that's really cool. So it's probably going to be down for I would say 6 months, right? Probably at least. Jason might have some other info on that, but yeah. So if you want to see the stunt show, the current form before it does close, you got about 3 weeks left to get back in there and check it out. Damien had a good birthday. Awesome, mate. I'm glad you had a great day. Yeah, so the King Claw shouldn't make you feel as nauseous as the other claw did, and I think because it's bigger, like it's not the other claw is a smaller ride, so it's probably a bit more maybe more G-force or something. I don't know. This one apparently doesn't make you feel as sick, so I'll definitely ride it at least once. Definitely got to get into that. I think a couple of people might be having a couple of conversations because I'm not understanding anything anything to do with some of the comments on a couple of the. So that's okay, but I'm sorry. That's why I'm pausing, trying to read. Like I don't understand the question or anything. Something about Nemesis and Alton Towers refurbishment. I'm not all over that too much. Yeah. Nemesis Reborn. Sam Clark, yeah. Hey, Jaggs. Love your videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to my first Dreamworld Halloween night event. Do you know what rides will be open? Look, usually, I believe everything's open that night. Obviously, unless it's on maintenance, like Gold Coaster is down on maintenance, so that won't be open. But usually it's a full park open. I'm pretty sure. So you should be able to ride anything you want that night. That's a good thing about it. Yeah, we're not sure when Superman Escape's going to open. Test a seat for Scooby Doo. Apparently, it's going to be placed in the outdoor queue area. Yeah, look, it would kind of make. Like originally, they said out the front of the ride, but I was thinking about that the other day or the other week when I was there. If the test seat is right outside the front of the castle, the amount of people they're going to be queued a mile long for a photo, just for the photo, right? You think about that. It's going to become a photo opportunity. So that test seat, probably you're right, does need to be in that queue area, in that actual queue area somewhere. So you go into the ride, and like at Flight of the Wicked Witch and Kansas Twister, you walk into the Emerald City Castle, whatever it is. You walk in, and there's two test seats for the rides there. So from outside, there's no photo opportunity, like because you can't see it. So they'd have to do that. I'm thinking a test seat, you're right, would have to be inside. The first part of the queuing area, as you're approaching the first part of the queuing area, would have to be inside. So I think, yeah, whilst we were all along thinking it's outside, now that you say that you heard that, potentially that could be the case. I think you're bang on there because it would just create a massive congestion because it would just be a photo opportunity out the front. Everyone would want that photo inside that carriage, right? Of course. So those that are like, hey, I'm about to ride the ride, I need to test the test seat. And we'll have to wait in a massive queue of everyone getting photos. So that would need to be inside the queuing area. Hopefully they've thought about that. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you're probably bang on about that. It opens in December, so probably early to mid-December. That's when we could expect Scooby-Doo to be reopened at the moment. So yeah. No worries, Sam. We got there. They'll be installing more umbrellas in the outdoor queuing area at Scooby. Yeah, I think because they've extended the queue line out there, an overflow, and there is a couple of umbrellas there, but it looks like they're probably going to put more in for shade, which is good because they need it. So it's good that they're thinking of shade. definitely good thing. Your stunt show will be about 6 months, yeah, because they got to do a lot of set rework. They got to plan and write and script the show, and then obviously get all in place. Yeah, there's a lot that goes on there. A lot goes on. All right. Dreamworld. All right. I think I've pretty much got through most of your comments, guys. So just touching base on, I guess we've covered off most things anyway. Obviously, Whitewater World's back open, fantastic. They have removed the wedgie, which is great. Fully Six apparently is all open as well, so that's pretty cool. Wet and Wild, obviously the Zoom Zone, 4 new body slides off the one tower will be opening probably for December. So that's great. Dreamworld King Claw is it's in test mode at the moment. So still a lot of construction happening around the ride. But it's testing night and day. So that's really cool. And what's the movie we're doing? Preparing for Fright Nights. Obviously, the other parks got their Halloween events on as well. There's a fair bit happening over the next couple of months, I guess. Dreamworld's Country Fair school holiday overlay for these holidays. So that's cool. Stunt show ends, we say, the 12th of October before it gets a new stunt show at Movie World. And then obviously we all the SeaWorld, Spooky Nights, Dreamworld, Happy Halloween events, Fright Nights events all kicks off in October. There's a lot going on. All of a sudden, November will be here and we'll be going to Supernova in Brisbane again. So, so obviously plenty going on. I'm absolutely booked right through at this point in time till November. Every single Saturday. There's Ferrophobia as well, and in terms of the weekend haunts and things there. So, there's So from my perspective, I only get 1 day a week spare in my life, and it is my filming day. And I'm completely booked through till November at this point. Plus, I've still got so much content filmed, not edited or partially edited for overseas content. So plenty coming out and going on. Then there's Christmas coming up. So plenty going on. And we'll continue the live streams every second Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. I was just about to wrap it up, actually. There's some more comments are coming through, but quickly have a look. Amy Shepherd from Shepherd is having a baby. Oh, well, there you go. That's great news. They were awesome when they went to Movie World. Shepherd, that was cool. I think they're living in the US now, doing very well. From the Kansas Twister, you can see what they're setting up for Fright Nights. I think you can only see, you can sort of see this the queuing area for the mazes, I think. So that is cool. Have a sneak peek. Bright Lights is the show that she's in. Wix is it? Opens tomorrow night at the Hotter. There you go. Good luck and all the best for opening night. That's awesome. Hey, Straws, thanks for jumping on. How was work? I'm sure it was good. We're just talking about the King Claw testing. Obviously, it's been they've done full testing and they've also done partial testing, like half swings. They've done, obviously it's adjustment time. It's testing, so it's there'll be a period of time for that, and then once they've tweaked everything, got it just right, then they'll start commissioning. We're thinking November open. Still quite a bit of work to do around the ride, theming or just the actual landscaping and signage and everything. There's still a fair bit of work to do around there. But again, it's all progressing very quickly and very fast. You never know. We might see a late October, early November open, or they might still hold off for December. Like, we just don't know, but I'm thinking earlier rather than later. And obviously they got Big Brother happening at Dreamworld as well, which is great. So I would suggest get along to those live shows. They're pretty cool. I used to go years ago when they were the first time it was at Dreamworld, and it was cool. So mate, should be cool. It's good to see it testing. Looks good. Straws also mentions about the face of the creature or King Claw looks too small. You know what? it's massive, but when it's up there, you're right. It actually does look quite small, and you can't really make it out from the highway what it is, unless you know what it is. Um, yeah, it's a hard one, I guess. Like from the car park, yeah, as you're walking up to Dreamworld, it's visible, of course, and in park. But yeah, I mean, they probably couldn't go anything bigger or heavier. It may impact the structure of the ride. So I think, yeah, it could be something to do with that. But anyway, it is what it is, right? Buzzy says, "Why do you keep ignoring my message?" Oh, sorry, Buzzy. Well, I can't. My feed just scrolls. What's your message, mate? I can't. I just have to wait. Oh, what is it? Sorry, let me scroll up. Then sorry, let me find it. My messages, it's just pouring in, and it moves by itself, and it just goes through. What was your message? Where is it? I'm not sure where it is. Put it in again. I can't. Sorry, there's so many messages coming through. Just pop it in again, and I'm moving down. So yeah, just pop it in again, like I keep saying. Come wait for Superman. Supernova. Sorry, Supernova. Bright Lights. Yeah, Supernova is awesome. Buzzy, there we go. Hello, Shane. Hi, Buzzy. Thanks for jumping on the live. Appreciate it. Also have a friend that will be a scare actor at Fright Nights. Writer says that's cool. That's awesome. That's cool. Aston said, "What? My dad called it a boo for some reason. I don't know what you're talking about. Which I'm not sure what you're talking about there." GC Party Buses. Is he going to buy me 50 coffees or a few beers if you ride King Claw 4 times in a row? I'll tell you now, there's no way I could do 4 times in a row. There's just no chance. Not with my blood pressure, the way it is. Buzzy says, "Can we be friends, Shane?" I don't know who you are. Sorry. So, look, all my subscribers are obviously friends of the channel. So consider everyone a friend of the channel. Absolutely. Matt says, "Do you know roughly what month Warner Brothers announced the exact dates for Hooray for Hollywood?" It'll be announced in December, I guess, but that event usually kicks off on Boxing Day, usually. So that's probably when we could see that event kick off, and it goes through January. Big Brother have a 24/7 live stream in the park. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, they have. I think they're building the sets and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Aston, I got what you're saying now. So he's saying his dad calls the creature, the face of the creature that's up on the top of the King Claw at Dreamworld, a big poo. So, it's hard at first if you're not sure what it is. It's kind of you need to sort of focus on it and go, oh, okay, it's a creature, like an octopus creature. So yeah, and it's, I guess, supposed to be bronze in color, but yeah, that's pretty funny. After Christmas, yeah, always after Christmas they'll have that event on. Cool. Call it what? Big Dave or Big Jeff? I think there is an actual name for that. I have to look it up. They have announced what actually is. So yeah. Slingshot. Oh, mate, I've got low blood pressure, so anything with even roller coasters, I nearly black out on them sometimes. So I think I was talking to someone about the Slingshot the other day. I'm pretty sure that would black me out from the second it launches. So I'd probably, it's probably something I probably wouldn't do. To be absolutely honest, I probably wouldn't do that. It'd be not good. But happy to happy to check you. Happy to see you go on that one and see how you go. Maybe have a few beers first, and then and then see how we're traveling. Buzzy says, "Are you going to watch Corteco? Is it sorry? My eyesight's a little bit bad too. So is it Corteco in Brisbane soon? Cirque du Soleil. Oh yeah, that's right. I hadn't actually planned on that, but yeah, look, Cirque du Soleil, incredible, right? I've never been to one, but I've heard amazing things. So there's always so many cool things. Are you going? I mean, Buzzy, are you heading over to that one? You might be heading over to that one. Cool, you're going to go there. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy. When is it? Is it coming up? When is it this month? Is it next month? Is it December? When is that? Is that soon? I haven't seen anything about it actually. So, and again, like to be honest with you, if it's during the day on a Saturday, I could probably get to it. So, 28th of September. That date rings a bell to something I got planned already. What is it? That's a Sunday, right? Is that correct? I think. No. No. Is that a Wednesday? I have to look up the calendar. 28th of September is a Sunday. Yeah. It's my editing day. But saying that, sometimes I do stuff on the Sunday instead of the Saturday. Yeah. How much is that? I'll have to look it up. Cirque du Soleil is pretty cool. They probably don't allow filming. That's the only problem, right? They there's a couple of things I've gone to in the past, and then you go there, and then no cameras at all, and like, oh, what? That's like crazy. Oh, the 28th is your birthday, Aston. Happy birthday for the 28th. It's a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because it's more than just it's a proper like show, isn't it? It's like probably like $100-something ticket. I will just have to encourage people to buy me a coffees, and I might be able to get there. But the thing is, if there's no filming, and I think a lot of that stuff, they pretty strict on it because they want people to pay tickets and go to the show rather than watch someone's video on it. I mean, I don't ever if I go to a show that I can film it, I would never usually film it to its entirety. Not a show like that. Like even if you haven't been to the Outback Spectacular, Australian Outback Spectacular, you should check out. I've got a video on that. Look, it was a couple of years ago, but it's essentially still the same, essentially, right? Pretty much exactly. So I didn't film the whole entire show, but I put a few key like segments into the video at different points of the show, included the food, included, a wrap up, that kind of thing. So the shop and all that kind of stuff. So the whole experience, the bar. So yeah, I don't like to just show a whole, even like if I'm filming a show at Movie World, I tend to not always film the whole thing unless I'm making a feature of just that show, like a specific little short video of just the show. I'll do it, but I have to put in my own music, because all the music they use is copywritten, and as soon as you use it in your video, basically you don't get monetized for that. I mean, it's not much money, but it's still they can strike you channel as well. So that's why I use my own music. That I pay a subscription to use royalty, so it becomes royalty free essentially. So anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much. That's probably going to be the same for that. They probably won't allow any filming for Cirque du Soleil. I'd have to look it up first. I'd have to research and ask. Usually they have FAQs or contacts. You can send in a request, email, and find that out. So, yeah. So, there you go. I have to check it out. Aston, shout out to shout outs are done usually all done through the Buy Me a Coffee app. And Leviathan will have the same fate as Doomsday. Straws reckons. I don't know. It's rough. It's becoming rougher, but I don't know. I like it. I like the roughness of it. It's pretty. It feels intense. So we'll see. GC Party Busters is saying tickets from $81. Is that's for the Cirque du Soleil? $81. Yeah, it's a proper show then. That sort of money. So yeah, I'd have to see if they allow filming first and foremost. Buzzy says he'll buy me a coffee. I appreciate it. Always appreciate it. I suggest you go look at Wicker Man at Alton Towers. Oh, yeah. I have heard that's a good ride. Yeah. Yeah, there's actual flames in it. Yeah, that's actual fire in it somehow. It's incredible. SMT official on Saturday nearly got wiped out by on the bro at Whitewater World. It wasn't fast enough to get on my stomach and ended up going on the entire thing on my knees, holding on for dear life. Oh, and you're fine. Oh, that's the main thing. Gee, that's scary. Not good. Ryder says, could I get a quick birthday shout out on your Gold Coast Supernova video next year? You got to check prior. I see you regularly, Ryder. So just touch base, mate. Closer to the time. I won't remember now for next year. Tell you that. I got too much going on. Buzzy says, are you live talking right now? This is a live stream on YouTube, 100%. At my studio. Cameraman, I'm on a computer, so there's no cameraman. You're there for 2 hours listening to you. You're there for 2 hours listening to me too, so yeah. But no, there's no cameraman. This is a computer. So all good there. Buzzy, you're saying reply to my message, please, in capitals, mate. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Did I just read that out? Is that right? Like, yeah. Anyway, I've replied to a message. Anyway, just a message for Buzzy as well. This is regarding theme parks, attractions, events, content. Thanks. Aston, I'm going to the US. I'm doing most of the theme parks next year. That sounds awesome. That's pretty cool. SMT official. How do you get permission to film on rides or mazes, etc., from Movie World or Dream World? Yeah, well, their official ruling is no filming on rides, no filming on mazes. You can film on the Big Red Boat Coaster. You can film on Mississippi Motors. They're fine. They're cool with that. Roller coasters, no, I can't even film on that. Like, I mean, it's a massive process. That's why they don't allow it. Unless it's for something specific or what have you. With the mazes, again, no filming, right? I worked there years ago. I have a relationship with the senior management. I worked with them and that. They know the channel. They know how I present the videos and that I don't just film it from one start to the end. And obviously, don't ruin it. I mix it up. I mix the content up. So essentially, I still have to ask permission. There's never an assumption that they're just going to allow it because it's up to them. And, it's one rule for everyone that there's no filming allowed. So I do seek permission, and they also have to. So I go to a senior manager, but they also have to talk to other senior managers, their marketing, and that they got to make sure that they're cool with it. Because if one year they might go, you know what, we just don't want anyone. Let's just one rule for everyone, no filming. And then if that's the rule, that's the rule. And I respect whatever decision they make. But I always actually ask, and I have already reached out and to seek permission, and I haven't heard anything back yet. So I'm not sure if there'll be if we're able to this year or not. But yeah, so it's just luck of the draw. But generally, no, they don't allow. Or like when when the Claw, the old Claw closed, they invited us out for filming and like to ride the last ride, and we're able to film on that ride. However, we had to like what they don't allow you to hold a camera. It has to be like I had a GoPro attached to an official GoPro chest mount, and they had to check it all. Every single thing was clipped in and everything. Those that have like a 360, they get like gaffer tape the thing to the wrist. It gets because if something flies off and hits someone below, or goes into the ride mechanisms, that's why they don't allow it. So yeah, that's essentially why. But it's so if you've got obviously a channel, but yeah, again, like I know other people are asking that they get no filming. So they might say no to me this year. I don't know, and I just try and do the right thing by them and ask the permission and hope for the best. So yeah. Eston's saying there's a deal for RCV members for $99 for Dreamworld Interstate Annual Pass. That's pretty cool. Buzzy says, why is everyone so obsessed with the Fright Nights? They're not even quality, scary, or worth the money. I've been there once and it was underwhelmed. Yeah, look, everyone has their own an opinion of it. For me, it's one of my favorite times of the year. I love like horror movies. I love scare mazes. I love the theming. It's just different. And look, certainly if you're comparing this to the US ones, there's no comparison. Like US ones are 100 times better, but they've got 100 times the budget. And that's the difference, right? So they can do it, make it better. But for here, they're pretty good. Look, it's different. It's a good night out. It's expensive, but yeah, it's not for everyone. If you didn't like it the first time, that's fine. To be honest with you, if I wasn't a content creator, I probably wouldn't go every. I do enjoy the events, but I probably wouldn't go every year. I just, I wouldn't. So it's only because I'm a content creator that I need to promote events. My channel is theme parks, attractions, events. So Comic Con. So yeah. Straws says it's not directly related to this, Shane, but did you ever go clubbing? Of course I went clubbing. Did you enjoy going out to them when you did? Yeah, well, I'm a lot older than you, obviously. I'm talking when I was going clubbing, the music, like R&B hip hop clubs was the main thing. And not here in the Gold Coast either. This is before I lived in New Zealand in those days, and we had the awesome clubs there. I tell you, it was just like ahead of their time, and used to go usually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, like literally, most weeks as well. So yeah, but again, I have like when I've been in the Gold Coast about over 20 years now. So when I first got here, yeah, we went out to a few of the clubs in that here. We've been to the clubs in that here before. They've changed a lot over the years, though. Now obviously I'm a bit older. I did prefer if we go out, it's like to like nice bar or something, lounge bar or just somewhere restaurant that has a nice bar attached or something, or a beer garden, something a bit more chill, I guess. Because if I walked into a club now, I'd be like everyone's dad going to the club. So, they'll go, oh, who's this cringy guy? Anyway, mate, choose the clubs. I don't know. I don't really know the clubs now in the Gold Coast that well. So, yeah, but anyway, they're good. SMT official. What about mazes? Yeah, same. The same with the mazes, mate. Same with the mazes. That's actually what I was more so talking about too. They may say no film. And the rule is no filming in the mazes. So I had to seek permission, and I may not get it this year. Who knows? Yeah, Buzzy, feel free to jump off the live, my friend. If you're not enjoying the live, just jump off. It's all good. Uh, uh, there we go. What else we got here? Straws prefer pubs. Yeah, as I say, everyone's different. Pubs are good. Anyway, we're going to start wrapping this up. Anyway, I was going to wrap up even before Buzzy's comment there. But anyway, we normally go for 3 hours. So 2.5, 3 hours. Anyway, we're at 2.5. So we will wrap it up now. We've covered off what's happening around the parks. We've covered off questions. Some were off topic, which is okay to a point, but preferably let's stick to the topic on the live. All right. Aston saying also check out the Brisbane Festival. Yeah, I heard that's on, and it is actually really good. The Brisbane Festival offers a lot of different things right across the city. So yeah, definitely worth doing that as well. Ben, have you been watching That So Mid's content? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's part of our Theme Park Cartel podcast, guys. So we definitely catch up on each other's content, and yeah, it's we always have a chat on before or usually before or after our podcast recordings, about what he's been up to and his content. So yeah, he's been very fortunate to do some awesome travel and what crazy stuff he's doing with that wheel. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to wrap it up there, everybody. Again, thanks to everyone for jumping on the live, taking time out of your busy weekend night, and I appreciate it all. Riverfire, no, I haven't been to a Riverfire, actually. Seen it on TV, haven't been to one. I just don't like the fact that you got to sit there for hours on end just to get a spot all day. TV, you can see the whole thing. Anyway, Ryder listens to the Theme Park Cartel podcast as well. So thank you, mate. I appreciate that. We all appreciate that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for jumping on the live. Appreciate everyone's input, comments. And again, we'll be back in 2 weeks on the Wednesday fortnight, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. And yeah, please again, stick to the topic is always appreciated as well. And hope everyone has a great week, and also hope you get to do something fun this weekend, theme parks, attractions, or circuses, or whatever. I hope you have a good time, and we'll see you on the next journey. Good night.